The Master's in Health Informatics has officially moved to the O'Donnell School of Public Health, and we had a town hall with Dean Saad Omer this week, so students could get to know the OSPH leadership and ask questions. It was great to see the diverse class that we have. One of the classes our students all take is Evidence-Based Medicine and Clinical Decision Support, which is taught by Joseph Schneider, Ling Chu, and Sam McDonald's. All of them are or have been chief medical or health information officers, and they build decision support as part of their day jobs. So our students are really lucky to have that expertise. The students will learn about the 5 rights of clinical decision support, which are getting the right information to the right person in the right format through the right channel at the right time. In a learning health system, clinical decision support is one of the main mechanisms for translating knowledge to practice. My colleague in Melbourne, Kaz Thursky, developed a clinical decision support system called Guidance to assist with antimicrobial stewardship. Guidance has been implemented in over 60 Australian hospitals and has shown positive outcomes, including reduced gram-negative resistance, decreased antimicrobial consumption, and improved prescribing practices. This figure from her paper demonstrates how clinical decision support program can translate the knowledge about judicious use of antibiotics to practice to support clinicians in making the best decisions for each patient. I want to highlight the phase before development of the clinical decision support tool or program, the design phase. Developing a CDS tool is a huge amount of work, and it requires a lot of thinking and getting on the same page to plan what to build. You may have seen this cartoon or one like this that shows how a team may think they are communicating, but in reality, the lens that we see the solution through affects our vision of what good looks like. At UT Southwestern, the Health System Information Resource, or HSIR team, has developed a standard process that reduces the risk of building a clinical decision support tool that doesn't match what the customer wanted. Vaishnavi Kannan published a paper with the team about how user stories concisely communicate the who, what, and why of a CDS request. All projects that come through HSIR are built on a user story. It's written from the perspective of the person who will be engaging with the CDS, or the clinical decision support. The form of a user story is simple. It specifies the who, what, and why of the CDS, providing a shared understanding of the desired end goal. Here's an example. As a rheumatologist, I want to be advised if my patient with rheumatoid arthritis is not on a disease-modifying anti-rheumatic drug, so that they receive optimal therapy for their RA and can experience improvements in their symptoms and quality of life. The what section of the user story provides a shared understanding of the goal of the CDS. The expert CDS team can now figure out how to help the user best accomplish that goal within the existing ecosystem. This is how the knowledge is translated to practice. The so that section defines what success looks like, generating data from practice that can lead to further learning and continual improvement. We're at the beginning of a journey where more clinicians and researchers are thinking about how to learn from practice through the data we generate and devise interventions to improve care delivery. And those interventions will often be digital. So the demand for CDS is only going to grow, and I'm learning more about how UT Southwestern is making sure that we build the right thing. We finally got our goods that took 3.5 months to ship from Australia. So that means, in addition to having all of our books and clothes and furniture, we have our bikes. Gorm had an eventful week as well, getting his annual bath at what we hope is the end of his summer shedding. He sang the song of his people to let everybody in the pet store know that he wasn't happy about this bath.